Next up on our list, when we're working with radicals, there's a good chance that we're going to multiply one radical times another. So in the case of multiplication, we need to understand that our properties hold that you can either write radicals as individual factors of a product or as the complete product. So multiplication, we multiply the radicands and then potentially we simplify what we've got left. So looking at what we have, we've got the cube root of x squared y to the fifth times the cube root of negative 8xy cubed. We can multiply those two radicands and bring them all underneath one radical in order to simplify. We get negative 8x cubed, which is x squared times x, and y to the eighth, which is y to the fifth times y cubed. Now, looking at those values, negative 8 is a perfect cube. X cubed is a perfect cube. Y to the eighth, we can rewrite that as y to the sixth and y squared, because y to the sixth is something I can take a cube root of. Y squared, it's the stuff that's left over. Individually doing those, cube root of negative 8 is negative 2. Cube root of x cubed is x. Cube root of y to the sixth, well, that's y squared cubed, so we get y squared. And then the cube root of y squared, there's nothing really I can do about that. No absolute value needed. This was an odd root. Now, maybe we've recognized something about the variables and all of the things we've done so far. When we're simplifying radicals that involve variables, the fourth root of x to the 18th, we break it down into something that's divisible by 4 and the pieces that are not. In this case, we'd say the fourth root of x to the 16th and the fourth root of x squared. And then we'd actually take the fourth root of x to the 16th and get x to the fourth. Now, if you really think about what's happening, we're dividing 18 by 4. When we divide 18 by 4, we get 4, which happens to be the exponent on the x that leaves the radical, and remainder 2, which happens to be the exponent on x that stays inside the radical. This will hold true for any root of any variable term. Something that might be useful moving forward.